and about today. I haven't been out in a few days. I've been tired. But with that being said, I got some great news. I got accepted into the university I wanted to go to. I received my tax ID. I will be opening up my bank account on Monday, and I will be going apartment hunting. So it is on and popping. Today I'm at a place called Clodios. It is a historical church in which they're doing an illuminated light show. I went to an illuminated light show in Worcester. It's called, I don't know, something Quantica, whatever. I wasn't impressed, but I was also high and I fell asleep at the show, so I didn't get to see the show. But, and the jelly out here is fire. Anyway, a little bit overpriced for me for 2 ounces, but in any case, so I'm going into this light show today. Really excited. I'm wearing lavender down. Of course, the only bag I really could. There's the chorus, but it goes, as you see. This is one of the reasons why I flew with this bag, because there are so many options with this bag. This is the downtown area where this church is. This is really feeling like Brooklyn, so I'm in love with it. I'm so excited that I decided to live out here. Even with that being said, I met a really wonderful girl in my Lyft ride over here, and she was telling me about a city that's about 30 minutes from here. To me, it kind of reminds me like if I was, I haven't been there yet, but based on what she's saying is 30 minutes from here, I don't know if I'm going to be that far outside the city. I think there's a place called Gaia, which is right over the water, and I think that's really middle between here and there. I'm going to take a look at it, but I don't think I'm going to be 30 minutes outside the city because I really want to be able to be out and about by myself. So very, very, very excited. But she's hooking me up with a realtor, and we're going to start looking for places. Now I have plenty of time, right? But I always say I have plenty of time, and then I don't have plenty of time. So June 28th is when I'm ending my Airbnb. I am flying back to New England around that time because I'm going to be starting to go back and then start shipping my items. And of course, I'm shipping my wardrobe first, my bed, Juno jelly stuff, some of my furniture. So I'm looking for an unfurnished 2-bedroom, 1.5, 2-bathroom, if not a 3-bedroom apartment. And so hopefully a lot of square footage, but we'll see. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep the storage unit in America until I buy my house out here. So, but in any case, just letting you know that we're going into the show. Of course, anybody who knows me knows I don't do churches. But again, this is a sightseeing trip. I'm doing 20 events this month. I've done 10 so far, and so this was one of them. I was supposed to do it another weekend that I just didn't want to leave I didn't want to leave my studio. I just wanted to chill with Juno jelly and stuff like that. And I'm not going out to dinner tonight. I am cooking myself a rotisserie chicken that I have seasoned many times. And I'm going to watch a horror movie, which I know I love. But I'm excited about this. And I think there's 2 hidden parts to this. There's also a tower area. There's also a tower area to this. There's going to be lighting music. Oh, Beautifica. That's what it was called. It was called Beautifica. And I fell asleep on it. But so I won't be sleep on this. I'll be wide awake. But if you can see some of the lighting already, so it looks really like I could see having a really small, cute wedding here. You already know what I do, right? I can already see that happening. But look at the sky ceilings. I am now out of the light show, and it was lovely. It reminded me a lot of Atypica, but it was different in the church. Right? It's nice. It's great for a sightseeing if that's kind of what you want to do. Lighting isn't great, but that's okay. I'm in this location here. Nice little spot. Downtown again. Right? But let me show you the clergio, as they're called. Look at, and the church I came to was clergio. Okay. Look. Let me just show you why I had to pull the camera out. Where we at? I think I had an apple pie here before last week was busting. But just so y'all can see what the Absolute and Blue look like, with the rum looking like. But look at the Heinekens for $3. $4. Y'all know I'm getting a Heidi, right? Y'all know I got to do it big with the Heineken. Wow. And I'm gonna have a Caesar salad. I'm cooking tonight. I don't care. I'm cooking tonight. But I'm gonna have a Heineken right now and a Caesar salad and an apple pie. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay. Let's get positioned. So far, this reminds me a lot of New York. I gotta be honest, like, I'm very shocked. But I had only traveled here for business before. I'd only been here 4 times. And when I say Lisbon, I had been to Lisbon, Santa Maria was another parts 30 minutes from here. I had never been to Porto or Gaia. Hello. I'd like to have your Caesar salad, please.
Okay.
And then I'd also like to have a Heineken, and then apple pie on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess when I'm finished with my salad, I'd like to have the apple pie. Okay.
And
Can I also, yeah, and do you have regular tap water? I don't need bottled water, just regular. Okay, thank you. It reminds me a lot of New York. Like, I'm serious. Like, a lot of the Village, Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens. Like, it got all of that kind of flavor. And I'm like, okay, like, very impressed by that. So yeah, this is, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Martha. Hi. Martha. Now I will try a local beer. I just didn't want to try it today. But I want to have a European Heineken. And the alcohol content, 5%. Now, I don't know how much the alcohol content is in America, but this one is 5%. We're going to see what's up. Thank you. I want to talk about what's happening with all of these black women being murdered by their husbands or boyfriends. I mean, over this last week alone, I mean, we're seeing the stories. This last week alone, I mean, out of Virginia, a politician, and I'm like,
Should we even be afraid to date right now? Because it's giving me, I'm feeling away. Like, I think it was like 4 or 5 reported this week alone. And that should be frightening to us as women of color. Frightening. These aren't poor men doing this either. Now, we don't know about the white boy out in Tanzania, and your girl, she, like I said, I'm going to date outside my race, but I'm not excluding my brothers. I'm just saying I'm opening up my spectrum. She was excluding her brothers. And that, I don't know if that in itself, but that doesn't give any man the right to take her life, especially you ain't even in our class. So what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It's given. I really don't know. Like, we running background checks on dudes. Now, I know I am. After the last incident, I'm running a background check on him. Period. I'm checking credit. I'm checking door. Period. Especially now that I'm going to live in Europe. Yeah, we coming up with money for that. We coming up with money for that. Because what I'm seeing is I don't even know what to call it at this point. Because we take... Both of the women were with politicians or were politicians themselves. Literally. They were politicians or politicians themselves. Especially the chick out of Florida. I mean, she was accomplished. And so was the dude in Virginia. What the fuck? Like, it shows some deep down animosity towards these women. I'm telling you, deep down animosity and their insecurities and inability to rise up. I'm sorry, we have to level up. We have to date we have to date above. We can't date on level. I don't even know if on level is gonna make sense now. Like, I normally don't wanna. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Lovely. It's a big bowl. I don't know. Like, do you have some pepper? Salt and pepper? Yeah, sure. May I have some, please? So, good morning, everyone. I am on my way to my first networking group here in Porto, Portugal. And I also have to go pick up some tickets for some museums, do some sightseeing too. But with that being said, I'm very excited about this group. One, for one or two reasons. This is my 3rd week in Porto. It's absolutely lovely. It reminds me a lot of New York. Like, I keep saying that, but it has eclectic and diverse people. I feel like people are real. They just tell you how they feel. Get mad at that. I feel like they're honest and have integrity. That's a city, right? There's always good and bad with the city. But I like the vibe of it. I feel like it's a little gritty, and I think that's critical to push you to achieve, So I really like that about it. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to meet this group of people. They're from all over. So some are from Africa, some are from the States, right? Some are from different parts of Portugal. Portugal. So I'm excited. Very excited. We have to start really navigating a different path and being direct and upfront about it. We could laugh and joke, but I believe those days are over. For many of us who've watched the series The Handmaid's Tale over the last 6 years, I've never been the one too much to mince words about facts. And I think the bottom line is that everybody, for the most part, will need to be trained up to some degree. Now, just because it hasn't reached certain countries doesn't mean it won't, okay? What it does mean is that if you always stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. It's really that simple. But with that being said, on a lighter note, I'll be filming this location I'm going to, and I'll be adding more content as we move forward. So I'm wishing everyone a really good day today. It's an absolutely beautiful day in Porto. Another thing about Porto, if you consider to visit here or live here, is the change of climate. That's why I say it reminds me a lot of New York because it gets cold. I love that. I don't mind putting a leather coat on.
Okay, so I'm at a mall plaza called Bomb Successful, and it's lovely. It's so lovely. So I would say this is definitely giving me more Peachtree Buckhead vibes. Lovely. Hello. Okay, so I'm supposed to be meeting the group of people here, but it doesn't say we're here, and I'm here. I'm early, but I'm definitely walking around to see, right? It's lovely. It's like I don't know. Like I'm becoming even more impressed. Like yeah, we staying. Yeah, we staying. Oh, and the supermarket is there. That's good. So I need to go shopping. They have a shopping mall across there. I'll be spending my day at the mall. Yeah, I know. Not buying anything, just looking. But I'm trying to see because it doesn't say where this group is meeting at. They just say here. But we're here, which location, I don't know. I don't know. So, but to give you an idea of what this looks like, okay? Look at the architecture. I swear I picked the right city. I swear I picked the right city. So I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. Isn't that pretty? And then there's a mall across the street. Yeah, no. If anything, I'm going to the mall. I'm about to text this guy and see what he's talking about. I mean, about where we're supposed to be meeting, because it doesn't say where you would meet. It just says that we're meeting here, but they don't give a location, area, nothing. So we're going to have to find out. We have to find out. Maybe. I don't know.
Bill isn't bad for a house that size. I need to learn that.
You can take this head off and put it on your shirt. Girl, you know I be ready to be safety harness. I be alone. I be having to be alone. I got trackers on people. Well, y'all got trackers on y'all, bro. I'm outside.
So it's a small village?
So I'm finally taking a little break right now. So I met with people of color Portugal today. It was great. Connected with actually a couple women who don't live too far from me. A lot of them are on D7 or D8, which are expat visas for, digital nomads, so people working remotely, and then a lot of retired people. I didn't meet anyone who was doing the school route, but again, like I'm 53 or 52, really going on 53, and so how many people are going here to do school, right? The school route visa is the easiest way to get into the country, based on what I'm hearing, right? So if you're not working remotely, or of course, you run your own business like I do too, you can go into that. But I was going to school anyway. I wanted to get the European certification, so I didn't have a problem with that. So I was happy to meet a lot of people of color and that kind of thing. Something kind of rubbed me a little wrong. I don't know if it really rubbed me wrong, or so I met some wonderful women and stuff, and two of them, we decided to walk around a little bit, talk. Excuse me a little bit. And they, ironically, were people where they were in my same kind of area. Now, one woman was with her husband. They got a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom apartment for 2,500 euros, which is basically 3,000 a month. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3,000. When I was looking at Worcester was looking at charging me 3,000 for the 1 bedroom. This is what I'm saying, right? Now, there's another woman who is on the same street I'm on right now. She's a digital nomad. She's 58, and she was paying, I think, 1,200 a month. She had a 1-bedroom apartment. Okay, so I'm looking to spend no more than $1,000 a month for rent. This is called Berry Bubblies. It's pretty good. So I'm like, okay. So for me, that's my cap, $1,000 per year. Now, all of them are telling me that I probably should get a broker, which is going to cost me another $700 because the way the system is here. And I've been contemplating because I really don't want to get a broker. It's not that I can't. I really just don't want to get a broker. Excuse me. I have to think a little bit more about it. I got recommended to 2 different people. I'm gonna look at their rates, and they were saying that I used to use an international lawyer, but I haven't used an international lawyer for anything. And I've gotten my NIF already. I've gotten all my student documentation. I'm about to get my bank account open on Monday, and then apply for my visa extension for 90 days while I go back to America and pick up some other documents before applying for my final student visa. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, but again, I don't know. But anyway, so as we're walking around, me and these 2 lovely ladies, all sisters, one from DC, one from Houston. As we're walking around, one of them says, they compliment me on my outfit and everything. And I was like, okay, that's nice. And today I'm just wearing nothing major, like literally, I'm wearing nothing major today at all. As you can see, of course, I have my coat shoes because again, I don't have any shoes with me. And then of course my coach bag. And one of the women says to me, she was like, oh, you look so nice, you're so dressed up. I'm like, I didn't think I was dressed up, but again, I always dress like this. And she was like, oh, you're so dressed up. I did notice that everybody was very plain Jane, which is fine, I don't care, that's how you dress. And she was like, you may not want to dress up all the time because a lot of people out here don't dress like that. And so, but I hear another woman tell me that they already feel some kind of way because like the whole time we're walking around, they're saying the same thing. They're like, yeah, because you want to wear just some jeans, some sneakers. And so I let them talk for a little bit, and then I said, no, you want to wear jeans and sneakers. That's how you dress, not how I dress. Now I have jeans and sneakers, but will I be wearing jeans and sneakers out? No. I'm not coming here to just blend into the dark brown. I'm coming out here to shine. Period. Like anywhere else I go. So, now mind you, these are Black Americans. I told you that the Africans don't speak to you. Of course, I have people look at me, but obviously I'm not from here. The second, and I look good. That's just what they're gonna do. I guess no matter what, from the U.S. or wherever. But I think what bothered me was that I'm like, here we go again. Okay, listen. If you feel insecure, keep it to yourself. I don't get insecure when I'm around other people who look good and dress good. I just don't. It didn't even cross my mind. It's like, damn, that's fire what you got on. Where you get that? If you feel comfortable, do you mind telling me where you bought that kit? Is it still in season or whatever? But I never get uncomfortable. I never tell people to blend into a background or be who they're not being, or I just don't do that because I don't care. I don't think enough about your situation to be thinking about that for myself. And nor would I ever, because that's not me. Like, who I am is the glam chick. That's who I'm going to always be. I'm 52. If I haven't stopped being diva now, it ain't going to start. You know what I mean? Anyway, but let's get down to the visas. So as we're in there, one of the women is saying that she has to leave the country because they're telling her she doesn't make enough. Now, in order to be on a retirement visa here, you have to bring in $4,000 a month, right? So depending on your Social Security, your retirement, or whatever, you have to bring in that amount. And so you're either coming into the country securely on a school visa, which is the approach that I took, because I already knew the school visa would give me 13 months plus another 6 months on an internship, and then I could apply for another year because I'm looking for work in the country, because I've already established myself. I'm going to school here. I'm educated now in Europe. So to me, that was a smooth way to go, and it was less expensive to go into the country that way. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I've spent thousands of dollars already, but not to the capacity of some of these people doing. They've hired lawyers and stuff. I've hired lawyers to do none of this. I literally did my research. I started applying. I bought my plane tickets and all of that, flew my cats out, which again, just flying Juno Jelly out cost me $2,200, $1,000 for their tickets, because I bought round trip tickets because I wasn't sure if I was going to stay or not. And their vet information, then I had to pay a fee to get them into the country once I got to immigration and, you know, all that. Excuse me, plus certification documents, like it cost, okay? And that's okay. But I didn't mind those fees because I already kind of had it estimated that I would cover those fees for this type of trip and journey. So these people have spent a lot more money just to try to get established and into the country, okay? Period. They just have. I knew that wasn't the approach I wanted to take because I wanted to have my resources to find my place, get established. I also wanted to go to school and all that. But so I'm saying all this to say that there's definitely some challenges going through IMA, which is the organization that handles your passports and all, that handles your visa applications. Now, my approach is to apply for an extension because I have to get a document apostilled, which is certified with my government in the U.S. I had to first come on the ground to make sure I wanted to do it, and then now I got to still get documents apostilled. So, and I still have to get my FBI check done, fingerprints. You know, I got to get all that shit done before I even. So I already knew that, but I also was like, okay, well, I'm in the country now, so let me handle it this way. I don't know about the D7 and D8s, but for the school visa, to me, I don't see the need to hire anyone to help me with that process. What I do see someone helping me with is the real estate process to look for a place, possibly. But I don't know about that yet. I'm gonna do some deep dive due diligence and research to see if that's necessarily required to use a broker to do that, because you can, right, as a security, but then you're paying someone $700 to $1,000 to do what, the same thing you was going to do? You know, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I gotta see about that. But besides the point, it was like, so here we go again. We're in a whole new country. Everybody's relaxed. It's very low key. You know, you are who you are. You dress how you dress. So why would you be concerned about how I dress? Right? If this is how I come up my house, this is how I do it. It's not bothering you. It's not an extension to anything or a negative impact on anything that you do. But anywho, I thought I'd bring that up because I just thought it was goofy. I wouldn't even say nothing about it. What that mean? You know what I mean? So today I've had a really good day. I was supposed to pick up some tickets to go to some museums. I just had to do that and chill out. I got a big chicken, usually seasoned, and gonna get cooked up tonight with some white rice and some vegetables, baked potatoes, and all of that, and be ready to go. So I'm really excited about that and getting that done. And definitely not concerned about what other people are doing. Okay, but they do have me definitely thinking about the immigration process and do I necessarily need to hire someone to go to the last portion of that? I don't think I do. I'm gonna, once I get the bank account open on Monday, I have to apply for an extension anyway. So I'm gonna apply for the extension with the documentation I have. I have all the documentation I need to apply for the extension from IMA. All the documentation. So I don't necessarily see a need to use them for that. And I'm just trying to contemplate, do I need to use them for the actual student visa? I don't think so, because I'm already in the country handling this. Okay. I am going to get a consultation, but I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see. Okay, so when I get back to the house, we're going to get into a conversation, a real conversation. All right, talk to you soon.